In this video, we will look into computer software and hardware. Computer software. Computer software is a set of instructions given to a computer to make it work. The lowest level of instructions is machine level instructions. These instructions are in binary values. The instructions written in assembly language can be translated to machine level instructions by assembler. The instructions written in higher level languages can be translated to machine level by compiler or interpreter. Types of software. Computer software can be divided into system software and application software. And system software is again subdivided into operating systems, device drivers, and utility software. We'll look into each of these coming sections. Operating system. Operating system is a subdivision of the system software. So it is the system software that manages resources, whether it's a hardware resource, a software resource, and applications of computer. So any of the resources of the computer, the operating system manages that resource, and it is a part of the system software. An operating system is an intermediary between user and computer hardware. The user doesn't directly interact with the computer hardware, but user interacts with the hardware through operating system. Operating system loads the application program to memory and allocates it to CPU. And operating system manages security of the system. System security is managed by operating system. Examples of operating system are Microsoft Windows, Macintosh, Unix, Linux, iOS, Android, etc. Device driver. Device driver is also a system software. A device driver is a program that controls or operates a particular type of device attached to the computer and enables operating systems and programs to access hardware functions. Device drivers are dependent on hardware. So if multiple devices are attached to the computer, each device will have a device driver. So they are dependent on hardware. So whatever hardware is connected to the computer, a device driver is dependent on that type of hardware. Device drivers are specific to operating system. So Microsoft Windows will have some device drivers, and if it is Unix, there will be different device drivers, etc. So it is specific to a particular operating system. Device drivers communicate through bus or other subsystem. Examples of device drivers are drivers for connecting a printer. So if a printer has to be attached to a computer, a device driver has to be loaded onto the computer so that you can connect the printer to the computer. And device drivers help in communicating with the printer or any other hardware device you connect to the computer. Utility software. Utility software is a type of system software. Utility software is system software that helps in maintenance of computer system. Some utility software is supplied with the operating system. Utility software helps the operating system managing and optimizing the computer system. Now let us look at some examples of utility software. Antivirus. Antivirus helps in protecting the computer from virus. Example of antivirus is Windows Defender. Disk cleaners. Disk cleaners help to free storage space. Example is CC cleaner. Disk defragmenters. Backup utility helps in backing up information on the disk. File management utility manages files. Diagnostic programs checks the status of hardware and software. Network utilities analyzes network connectivity. So these are some of the examples of the utility software, which is a system software. Application software. Another type of software other than system software is application software. It is a software that performs specific tasks other than maintaining the computer, generally used by users to perform a task or tasks. Examples of application software are Microsoft Word, spreadsheet, video games, Google Chrome, etc. So whatever applications a user uses are all come under application software. Computer hardware refers to physical parts of the computer. They are power supply unit, computer case, internal devices, input devices, output devices, and storage devices. Computer case and power supply. Computer case. Most of the computer components are enclosed in the case. This is mostly for desktop PCs as laptops come with outer housing which protect them. The computer case provides support for the components. It keeps the computer cool. It will reduce the noise. Power supply unit. It converts the alternating current to direct current. It regulates overheating by controlling voltage. Laptops has built-in rechargeable battery. Internal devices. CPU, Central Processing Unit, performs the arithmetic, logical and input-output operations. RAM, Random Access Memory, that has data and instructions used by CPU. ROM, read-only memory, is non-volatile memory that stores software that is rarely changed. For example, BIOS, which boots the computer when switched on. Graphics card, that process computer graphics. Buses, that connect CPU to other internal components. CMOS, that is complementary metal oxide semiconductor battery for CMOS memory. Input devices. Information is provided to the computer through input devices. Keyboard is a text input device. Pointing devices. Mouse is a pointing device moved on a surface. Trackball is like mouse, but a ball is rolled. Touch screen is on computer screen which is operated by touch. Touchpad is a flat surface on computer operated by moving finger on it. Compound devices. Compound devices, that is having more than two different forms of input. Example, joystick. Joystick is a pivoting stick which is on a base that is stationary. Paddle. Paddle is a game controller having a dial and a button. Gamepad. Gamepad used to play video games. Voice input devices. They capture sound. They are microphones and digital musical instruments. Video input devices. Digital cameras, digital camcorders, webcams, scanners, that is image scanners, fingerprint scanners, barcode reader, eye gauge tracker. Output devices. Output device outputs the information from computer to the user. They are monitors, printers, GPS, projectors, speakers, and headphones. Storage devices. Storage device stores the data and information. RAM, random access memory, that has data and instructions used by CPU. The cache memory temporarily holds the instructions and data required by the CPU. Hard disk drives, CDs, DVDs, Blu-ray discs, and USBs.